All right, here's my 300 Rally. So the 300 Rally comes with these wind deflectors for your hands. Well, that's cool, especially for on road, it's fine. But when you ride off road, and when you ride off road, you're gonna crash, you're gonna fall, you're gonna drop the bike. That's a given, right? So these things are useless for that because it's just a piece of plastic, so it's flimsy. It'll just break or whatever, and your leverage will break. Right there, little built-in break spot. So what most people do they will get what you call handguards, where it's a metal frame, usually aluminum, that connects to the bar ends here, and it loops around, and it connects somewhere over here on both sides. So that's what I got. So I got some Barkbuster brand handguards. So I just got the frame, and I actually have the actual handguards themselves separately. Actually, I took these from these are called the Storm, the model Storm, Barkbuster Storm. I took these from my Zero. I had them on my Zero for several months, and I just didn't like them for the Zero. They were okay, but anyways, I took them off. So, and these ones will fit right onto these ones because this is Barkbuster as well. So let's do that. Let's take this apart and see what we have here. I think I bought the last one that was available too, I believe. Last one or second to last one. Everything is just so low in inventory because of because of virus and everything. So yeah, so right here, hardware, 7/8 of an inch, right? This is what the Honda handlebars are, 7/8. And obviously I got the Storm, right? I actually also have myself some mitts too. I forgot what brand they were. They were called God, I can't remember. But anyways, I have some too, but who knows if I ever use them again. But anyways, yeah, here we are. That's that. These things keep attached. This thing's not much. Slide it out. Where is it? Let's see here. Oh, staple it somewhere. Right there, and what else? What side is it too? Right there. There's two staples. This side is a staple. There we go. There's all the hardware. Obviously, with my the one that I have from my on my Zero, it was only attached at the bar end. It wasn't attached on this side, so I had to take off this frame, this metal frame thing right here, because I'm just using this cover only. Right. This instructions tells you the order. Good idea. I should look at that. To look at the order of installation. That's important too, right here. Bends down, so the bars. If I was on the left bar, the clutch bar, this would be the left clutch side, right? Because it bends down, right? Just like the picture shows. So I have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. I should have a pair of everything, 2 of each. 2 sleeves, 2 bolts, 2 washers, 2 conical pieces, 2 ends, 2 button heads, 4 Allens, 4 nuts. Okay, so it's all there. Okay. So it's time to start putting these together. So let's see. So the countersunk bolt. Let's see. It needs to bend down, so that bends down. So it goes in like that. This one is showing. This one's actually showing the throttle side. So that should be the opposite of that. Let's see, a little spacer one, which is this one right here. I believe you see the step. So how is the step in there? It's how it's like sort of countersunk, sort of. Right? You see that? So that step is towards the handlebar. At least looking at the picture, that's what I see. Yeah. So I see the step is facing the handlebar, like so. Then you have your smaller, what are these things called? Let's see, what did they call them? They call them, I don't even know, expander. Expanding sleeve, I guess you could say. Expanding sleeve with the slot side. See how there's a slot here? Slot side facing the handlebar, which is like that. That means this fits into the space here. Yep, it fits in. Or this end right here is actually tapered, so it fits in like so. And the larger slot side, this larger sleeve, you see the slot right there. So the slot again is facing outwards, or excuse me, facing the handlebar, like so. Then you got your little conical nut here. So this right here has a conical shape to it. So basically when I screw this in right here, it spreads these expanders out. So that way they grip. So actually these two, you don't use them, I don't think you use them at the same time. Well, actually you do, if you use both of these at the same time, that means you have steel handlebars, the wall thickness, the tube on the handlebar is thinner. So the hole, the opening was gonna be bigger. Whereas with aluminum, it's usually thicker wall, so you would just use this right here only. So my Honda is a steel handlebar, I believe, so I should be using both of them, but we'll see when we get to that point. So basically it's like that. So that's how it goes in. So basically this conical nut here, right? It has a cone shape, but at the end here it has these little tabs that come out. These tabs slides into the slit here on this expanding sleeve, so that way the sleeve expands out. So you should, if you do use both of them, I think you should probably line both of them up together. That way they expand together. Otherwise, it's gonna be kind of funny when they expand. If they don't line up, they don't expand like you would want them to expand, I guess. Something like that. And this right here looks like this end here looks like a 5mm, I believe. So something like that. Let's see. Let me take this off. But let me do that. When you order yours, you probably don't have this piece because I'm reusing this. So let me do this off screen and save time on the video. All right, I got my Workbuster covers off from the other setup I have. So those ones come with obviously the cover, the little mounting bracket. Should be 3 screws. Let's see where my screws at. So 2 long screws and a shorter screw. So let's put those on. Put all these on first. So this is the clutch side, right? Clutch side right here. So it goes like that. So this right here goes on the end here. Let's see. This thing has a little strip here. You see it has a little recessed space right here. Whereas this side is pretty much flat. So I believe that recessed space, see how it's angled too? So that angle, this angle opening right here, it's for the bend right here. So it bends up like so. I believe it's like that. Nope, wait, that's not right. Maybe not. Oh, like that. Okay, there you go. Like this. Nope, that doesn't. Nope, wait a minute. No, that doesn't fit right. Okay, so it's like that. So I was wrong. So screw here, screw here, screw those on. So now this is plastic, all plastic, so don't cinch it down too tight, otherwise you strip that plastic. The reason why I like the Storm model on the handguard here is that these handguards are a lot, they're just bigger, so they cover your hand a little bit more. So that's those two screws right there, right? And the last screw right here is actually at the end over here on the outside. So this is going to be a little bit harder because this it screws right straight into the aluminum, and this thing's never been screwed on before, so it's gonna be kind of hard. It's gonna require you to put a little bit more effort. Whereas those other two were screwing onto plastic, so it's a lot easier. But you know, this screw is steel, so steel is harder than aluminum, so it'll go right in. It's gonna be a strong hold too, stronger than the plastic, obviously. All right, so anyway, so I got these because they're just bigger, so they give you a little bit more protection, wind protection, wind coverage. So that's, that makes a difference for riding in the cold. When it's cold, and you're going, and you have that windshield factor. And so you don't want the tiny little hand guards like on the stock bike. On the stock bike, the hand guard is tiny. See, let's look at this. Let's compare the two. Look at that. Look at those two. Oops. Oh, what the heck? Every once in a while, I'll get problems with this gimbal that I'm using. It always does goofy things. All right, so see the two difference? Let me step back a little bit. So you see that difference in size? That's a big difference. So that makes a difference in wind protection, wind coverage. So that's why I like these bark busters because of that reason. So yeah, so that's the setup. Let's see what else. So on this other side here, so that's the bar inside, like that. And obviously you got my sleeve here, so I'm not gonna sure if I'm gonna need this or not. I probably will, but I don't know. I have to take off the stock one first. And this side here, this is the side that fits onto the handlebar towards the where the crossbar is. So what do you need? You need take this other package off right here. It's a button head. I think the button head runs through here. Yeah, that's right. Button head runs through here. So something like that. I guess it's leveled like so. Is that right? Yeah, things like that. And these ones go on like this. They wrap around basically that side like that. It wraps around the inside of the handlebars. Like so. Let's put some screws on here. Yes, so both these are identical. There's no difference between these ones. These are all identical. Yeah, they're all identical. Oops. Yep, they're all identical. This. So the bolt goes on top. And the bolts are all, they're the same? No, they're not the same. So the bolts are not the same. Okay, so you got these 4 bolts. They look the same initially, but they're not. They're actually 2 are longer and 2 are shorter. All right, 2 are longer, 2 are shorter. So I think the long one goes in between here, I believe. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, I think the long one goes here and the short one goes here. Actually, it shows right here 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 and 4. 3 is 6 by 30. 4 is 6 by 25. Okay, so 3 is longer, 4 is shorter. 3 is longer, 3 is longer. Oh, the longer end's gone the end. Okay. So if I hadn't looked at that, I would have guessed that the longer ones were up here, but it's not. It's actually the shorter ones are up here. So, okay. Oh, you know what it is? Is these ones, the shorter ones here, because this one basically clamps solid, whereas this one is the one that's kind of floating. That's kind of like this on by itself, so it's not really solid. Okay, that makes sense. So the 4 nuts for those are, I think, all the same, because the threads are all the same, it looks like. Yep, these are nylon lock nuts. So you know, obviously do it by hand. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So that way I have some space. So that's my setup right there, like that, something like this. All right, so let me do the other side. No, I don't need to do this on screen. You guys see the first one is the same thing with the other one.